Hey guys, it's your boy Jake Wada back here with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys all the stocks that paid me dividends for the month of March and April. For these 2 months, I got paid a total of 19 times for doing absolutely nothing. Before we get started, make sure to like this video if you like the content that I'm giving out, and make sure to sub to the channel to come back for more. I did a giveaway last video and I got in contact with the giveaway winner. I already sent him the $100 and hopefully we can meet up. We haven't met up yet, but hopefully we can find a time to meet up and I can help him as best as I can. Also, one more thing that has nothing to do with investing. Have you guys found an Xbox or PS5 yet? I've been trying to find one of those for so long and I just can't find one. Yes, I know I could find one on OfferUp or something else, but I'm just trying to pay retail price. All right, let's get into it. So as you guys can see right now, my portfolio is around $76,000. I have been taking a hit in the market. So my all-time high was around $80,000. Here, let's take a look. So for the last week, I lost around $3,900 and I was around $80,000 and $309. So yes, it does suck that I'm losing around $4,000, but honestly, I'm not too mad about it because this week is payday and guess what I'm gonna do? That's right, I'm gonna put more money in the market this week. I hope it keeps dropping down. As you guys can see here, I mean, I'm up around $33,000. I would say actually closer to $34,000. But just look at my chart. It goes up, it goes down. There's always going to be times when your portfolio is going up and then there's always going to be times where it dips. And when it dips, you need to take advantage of that dip, and that's exactly what I'm going to do this week. Okay, so for the first dividend that I got paid out for, it's going to be Visa. I only had one share, and I got 32 cents for that share. I actually didn't reinvest those 32 cents into Visa because I actually ended up selling that share. I only had that one share of Visa, and it was just not performing how I wanted it to compared to the other stocks that I was holding. But hey, I still got those 32 cents, and I put those 32 cents somewhere else. The second stock that I got paid for in dividends is going to be Starbucks. I have 10.8 shares. I got 45 cents per share for a total amount of $4.87. So as we look at my Starbucks, I'm up 66% for my initial investment. So I'm up around $500. That is great. I definitely do love Starbucks as a company. I definitely think Starbucks is here to stay. I know many of you guys do get that Starbucks coffee and I'm guilty for it too. I actually really do love Starbucks. And I do sometimes treat myself to a Starbucks coffee. Starbucks is just one of those companies that continue to innovate even during that whole situation that happened last year where everyone was locked down. Although many people weren't able to order inside or maybe go through a drive-thru in some states, they actually made their mobile order, which is a huge thing that people ordered through today. That just means that they found a way to adapt to it, and many people I know now actually use mobile order to order their Starbucks today. I love Starbucks for their coffee, and I also love it for their stock. The next one on the list is going to be Microsoft. So I got paid for 13 shares, 56 cents per share for a total amount of $7.32. Microsoft is currently trading for around $247. So I now have 20 shares because I actually ended up picking a couple of shares either in March or April. My total market value is $5,000. I'm up $600 for an average of 13%. Microsoft is a growth company that I'm going to keep investing in, and they pay a small dividend. As you can see, I mean, $7.32 isn't bad quarterly, but they're going to keep innovating and make our future better with their technology, and that's a huge reason why I'm going to continue buying, just like I did adding those 7 shares to my portfolio. Next one for March is going to be Realty Income, 59 shares. I got 23 cents per share for a total of $14.01. You guys pretty much all know what Realty Income is. It's the one that pays monthly. I do absolutely love this stock. My average cost is $55. I've made around $724 for an average return of 21%. As I stated in a previous video, I do want to continue to add to dividend stocks, but the growth market has just been crazy and I have just seen most of my returns from growth stocks. Next one is Main Street Capital. I have 72 shares. I got around 20 cents per share for a total of $14.91. Main Street Capital is trading for around $42.19. My market value is $3,099. Average cost is $26. And as you guys can see, I've made $1,146 from Main Street Capital for an average return of 58%. Those monthly dividend income stocks are great because maybe one day I can use that monthly income to pay for a certain car that I want or a house that I'm getting. Next one on the list is going to be another monthly paying dividend income, and that's going to be Stag. So I have 30 shares. I got around 12 cents per share for a total of $3.70. Stag is currently trading for around $34. I would say actually $35. I have around $1,000 in market value. I've made $125 from it for an average return of 13%. Next one is going to be MGM Resorts. I have 100 shares and I got paid 0.0025 cents for a total of 25 cents for 100 shares. They're currently trading for $41. I actually only have 2 shares now because I sold 98 shares after holding it for over a month and I made a good amount of money on that. So right now my total return is $61, but you can see my percentage is 246% on that. I ended up selling MGM Resorts just because I have made a good amount of money off of that and I wanted to reinvest that in something else. Vanguard High Dividend Yield ETF is the next one on the list. I have 14 shares. I got paid 65 cents per share. That's actually pretty good, for a total of $9.46. VYM is currently trading for $105. My market value is $1,500. I've made around $441, as you can see, and then my average return is around 40%. Now, although I would say VYM does outperform the next stock that I'm going to show you, the next stock that I received this dividend payment from is actually my favorite one just because it's a monthly paying one, and that's going to be Pay. I have 24 shares. I got around 6 cents per share for a total of $1.67. Pay is currently trading for around $21. I have around $500 invested in there, and my total return was $23 for an average return of 4%. I like Pay a lot because I used to invest in SPHD, and Pay just pretty much outperforms SPHD in every way. I do actually still hold SPHD, and that's actually going to be the last payment that I receive for the month of March. So for SPHD, I have 97 shares. I get around 14 cents per share, for a total amount of $13.81. They're currently trading for around $44. I have around $4,400 invested in there. I made a total return of $1,294, and I made around 41% in that return. Now, although I do still have SPHD, my goal is to get that Pay to at least 100 shares or even the same amount. I want to invest at least around $4,400 into Pay. Because Pay is basically half the price, I would basically end up having 200 shares of Pay with around the same amount invested. For the month of March, I got paid out by 10 different companies for a total amount of $69.69. That's not bad if you ask me, just for doing absolutely nothing, just letting that money work for me. Now we're gonna hop into the month of April. Let's see how many companies I got paid for doing absolutely nothing. First one on the list is gonna be VICI Properties. I have 72.9 shares. I got 33 cents per share. That's not bad, for a total amount of $24.08. VICI Properties is currently trading for $31. I have around $2,300 invested in there, and I've made a total amount of $900 for an average return of 68%. The second check that I got paid for in dividends for the month of April is going to be MGM Growth Properties. So this isn't MGM Resorts, this is MGM Growth Properties. I have 48 shares. I got paid around 49 cents per share, for a total of $23.96. They're currently trading for $34. I have around $1,000 and $700 invested in it. I've made around $619 for an average of 56%. I do like MGP, and this is definitely one of those dividend stocks that I'm going to continue to hold over time. MGP is just basically the real estate portion of the MGM properties. Third one for that month is going to be Realty Income. 59 shares, 23 cents per share, for a total of $14.09. This is that monthly one, so I get this every single month. Next one is Main Street Capital again. 73 shares, 20.5 cents per share, for a total of $14.99. One thing I want to emphasize here is that, as you can see, I added absolutely no money, and my dividend payments are starting to get larger through the months. For Main Street Capital in the month of March, I received $14.91, and in April I received $14.99. Although it's not a huge amount, it's still increasing because I'm reinvesting those dividends back into the company. The next one is going to be another monthly paying dividend one. It's Stag Industrial, 30 shares, 12 cents per share, for a total amount of $3.72. JP Morgan is one that I wasn't paid for last month. I have a total amount of 5 shares, 90 cents per share, which isn't bad, for a total amount of $4.61. JP Morgan is currently trading for $157. I have around $800 invested in it. I made $339 off of it for an average return of 71%. JP Morgan is a great financial company. If you're into dividends, this is definitely one that I would buy because it does have some growth to it. Just as many of you guys know, I have definitely been more of a growth investor as of recently. But hey, as you guys saw, I made 71% of whatever I invested off of JP Morgan. Another monthly paying dividend that I received from last month, SPHD, 98 shares, 12 cents per share, for a total amount of $12.42. Pay, my favorite monthly paying dividend ETF, 24 shares, 6 cents a share, for a total amount of $1.65. Now the last dividend check that I received for the month of April and for this video is going to be PowerShares QQQ. So this is actually one of my favorite ETFs. So I have 10 shares. I got 39 cents a share, for a total amount of $4.04. QQQ is currently trading for $331. I have around $3,000 invested in it. I made a total amount of $500, and my average return is 17%. For the month of April, I got paid out by 9 different companies. I received 9 checks for a total of $103.56. If you combine both of those amounts together, I made $173.25 for the month of March and April in dividend income. And if you just divide that by 2 months, I made around $86 a month in those 2 months. As I always say, a lot of you guys know what dividends do. I did absolutely nothing for those $86 a month. Just imagine if one day that was $500 and you go and get a nice house, let's say a mortgage of $2,500 or $2,000, and now that's $500 automatically off. Dividends are huge, and every single time I do a dividend video, it does motivate me to invest in dividends and grow my dividend income monthly. That's gonna be all for today's video, guys. I just wanted to show you all the checks that I received for the month of March and April through my dividend income. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel if you haven't. I'm gonna keep producing more content like this. And make sure to comment down below on the video. Let me know what your favorite dividend stock is. For those of you who don't know, I have a TikTok. I'm gonna leave that pictured up right here. I do post weekly content on there, and the videos are a lot shorter. And you guys already know the saying, let's keep growing our wealth together.